Mindfulness is a big topic of conversation, especially when we talk about stress management. And if you watch my videos, you've heard me talk about mindfulness more than once. Today I want to give you another exercise that can be considered a mindfulness practice. It's a very simple one. I try to give you simple things to do that are not complicated, that are not difficult, but that can give you results. So today we're talking about doing a body scan as a form of a mindfulness practice. This is an exercise that can be as short or as long as you want it to be. The idea is to, scan your body, meaning give focus to different parts of your body, one at a time, from head to toe or from toe to head, whichever direction you want to go in. But it's so very simple yet so effective because it allows you to focus on one task at a time. It's to scan the different body parts. When you think about this concept of scanning your body, when we're busy and we're paying attention to everything and everyone else, we hardly ever think about our body and our individual body parts. Really, the only time that you may find yourself paying attention to specific body parts is maybe if something hurts, or if you have an itch that you need to scratch, or you bump something into a piece of furniture or a door frame, and then you tend to notice that body part. But other than that, we tend to be fairly oblivious and unaware of the different body parts. So this is such a simple yet effective way of getting our focus off of the world around us and onto something very specific, something that's with you wherever you go, which is what makes this exercise that much more user-friendly, if you will. So let's say that you chose to start from the top, from your head, and work your way down. You would take a few moments at a time, or as long as you want to. It could be a few moments, it could be a little longer, but the longer you take, the longer you are required to stay focused on something, on one thing. So that's something that you'll get better at with time. So maybe when you first begin this body scan exercise, you can only focus on a particular body part for a short period of time before your thoughts begin to drift. But as you practice and get better at it, you can spend more time on each body part. And that's the beauty of it. Practice makes better. So let's say that we start by closing our eyes, taking some deep breaths, getting comfortable, maybe in a seated position. For some of you, laying down may be an option, but if you tend to fall asleep, maybe that's not a good option for everybody. But sit down in a comfortable chair, comfortable place, somewhere where it's quiet, preferably, especially when you start the practice and are just getting used to it. And focus on the top of your head. When is the last time you thought about the top of your head? Maybe if you bumped it on something, most likely, right? So focus on the top of your head, just with your thoughts. That's all this is. We're not touching anything, we're not shifting anything, we're not doing anything, we're just focusing with our thoughts. Then maybe work your way down. Maybe you focus on your nose. Maybe you then focus on your right ear. Next you focus on your left ear. Maybe you focus on your eyes one at a time. Maybe you focus on your tongue, your neck, your shoulders one at a time, the different parts of your arms one at a time, your torso, your front, your back, and you work all the way down. It's up to you how detailed you want to get, and it's up to you, again, how long you want to spend on each body part. And as you get better, you'll be able to stay in focus for longer. So don't beat yourself up if at first you start focusing on a body part and you start drifting, your thoughts start drifting into something else. That's okay. Redirect and keep going. Sometimes what happens is that your body will have a little itch here or there. That is so common when we're trying to focus on something, or we're trying to meditate, or we're doing body scans. It seems like that's the perfect time for us to have a little itch on our nose or our arm or something. That's okay. Scratch the itch. This is not such a strict practice that you can't move. If you're uncomfortable, move to get comfortable. But then get back into focus and get back into the exercise, get back into the practice. But you see how easy this is. Once you get from one end to the other, you can then go the other way. So let's say you started at the top of the head, worked all the way down to your toes. Maybe you do every single toe at a time. Imagine that. When's the last time you felt the third toe on your right leg? Not many people remember when that happened. Once you go from one end to the other, you can then go back in reverse before you finish the exercise. Or you can just go in one direction and be done. Maybe next time you do the practice, you start at the bottom and finish at the top. It's absolutely up to you. There's a lot of freedom in this. But the point is to get you focused on one thing at a time, which after all is the goal, or one of the goals of mindfulness, is to quiet the mind, to get our mind away from the chaos and the many, many thoughts that seem to rush through and the many distractions that are in our environment. So try body scanning as a mindful practice and see if it works for you. It's super easy. It's very effective. There's very little or really no reason that I can think of why it wouldn't work for you. So give it a try and see how you like it. And remember, practice makes better. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself permission to mess up and pick up and keep trying. And you'll get better with time. Don't expect that you'll have this perfect practice the first time you do it. Rarely anybody does. But allow yourself to immerse in the experience and enjoy the experience, and then enjoy the benefits of it. My suggestion is that you try some kind of mindfulness exercise every single day and see how it helps you to better manage stress, how it helps you to quiet your mind, the anxiety, whatever else that you're possibly struggling with. So give it a try. It's a simple but effective practice. Very, very easy to get yourself started. You can do it as soon as you finish watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the link below.